Good day and welcome to another edition of Outside of Genie, where we will be looking at the race meeting today from Kenilworth. Today is the 3rd of May. The meeting takes place on the summer course. We have an 8-race card. The first race off at 12:55. The first two races are juvenile races, and as you know by now, I don't do juvenile races, so I will give you the betting on those races, but we will kick off in the third race. Here the betting as follows in race 1, number 1, African Rain 14-10, 18-10 Barcelona, 2-1 Interprets, Talent 25-1, 25-1. The Future is Bright, 53-1 Zootman, and 40-1 Master of Time. And then with the second race, number 1, Bye Bye Bombshell, 17-10, 2-1 Santa Maria, Arwelo Aces 4-1. 9-1 Given Lee, 16-1 Pam's Princess, 16-1 Seeking Peace, 25-1 Lily of Orange, 25-1 Sydney Sticker, and 40-1 Reign of Peace. Here the third race, we kick off with number 6, Hello Winter Hello, 16-10, 5-1 Constable, 5-1 Pleased to Meet You, 5-1 Pretty Young Thing, Elusive Trader, 15-10, Driving Was Crazy, 10-1, and 15-1, and Better the Rest. Now, here in first race 3, my first selection is the number 6 horse, Hello Winter Hello. Now, as you can see in this horse's form, this horse has finished a second behind Ryu Karari, 1.75. Now, all I have to say is Ryu Karari won a computer form sprint on Saturday. So certainly I would think in this field, Hello Winter Hello, definitely a huge chance. And to my mind, obviously, the best bet on the card has also run close to horses like Celtic Sea. Celtic Sea, Phil's Dancer came out to win the other day again. On Captain's Side has won again. So I do believe that over this distance today, 1,200 meters, Hello Winter will be hard to beat. Has already won 3 times over this distance in the second, the third, and the fourth. So 6 out of 7 times either won or placed over this distance. And for outsider selections in the smallish fields today, number 7, World's Your Oyster. This World's Your Oyster always produce when you expected the least. And on this course and distance, 7 runs, 4 wins. Definitely, he likes the course and distance, and a nice little outsider for Jeff Woodruff, World of Your Oyster. Then you can have a look at number 1 and number 5 as well. Number 1 is Pleased to Meet You. He won the Adelaide PE at 10-1, small future there. But before that, really battled a little bit, and I can't see this horse beating Hello Winter Hello. And then other horse to complete your exacta selections. Number 5, Constable, also a horse that's been consistent, running well, but ran behind Pleased to Meet You in that race. At level weights, but now getting a 1.5 kilogram pull on the weight, so that means that Constable can probably either finish close or even beat number 1. But in my mind, Hello Winter Hello should be too good in this field. Then we get to race number 4, where we have another very short price favorite, and that's number 1. Picture the Moment, 11-20, 7-2 West Coast Pirate, 9-2 Life is Mars, 10-1 Alberham Lincoln, Jack the Jet Setter, 18-1 and scratch number 6. Yeah, another small field again, where the Picture the Moment, Louis Godswan on board should be too good for this field. Has run 3 seconds in a row. Gain some decent opposition, because you can see here the run behind Chala, 11 runners, 5 winners. That is very good. 6 runs, 1 winner, and I think Picture the Moment will definitely be too strong for the horses in this field. Horses that can bother the favorite. Here's number 5, Abraham Lincoln, who ran an improved race last time out, but over 1,600 meters now, over a little bit shorter, over 14, but can probably place in the small field. And then also number 2, West Coast Pirate, which I've been following, but I really thought that this is a nicely bred Australian horse, but I see the horse is a bit battling, but in this small field can probably be the biggest opposition to the favorite. This finished behind Divergent. Divergent has come out and ran second. So let's move on to the next race, race 5. It's an online measured 80 handicap over 1100 meters, and the betting as follows. Number 5, number 2, Bernie, Moonrock 7-2, Ijaza 9-2, Faithful 7-1, First Among Equals 8-1, West Coast Wonder 9-1, and Spiritual Wind 9-1. So here in race 5, my first selection is the number 3 horse, Izapa. Izapa has got the services of Glan van Niekerk. The horse won nicely. He's maiden and last time ran behind Zep. And now running a back over a shorter distance, which I would think would suit him, nicely bred, and in this small field can obviously be a factor. Yes, number 1, Spiritual Wind. Yeah, I think you must include Spiritual Wind in your play. I'm not sure what happened with this horse, but he came out after a race, after winning it nicely, his maiden, and he didn't really shake. They put him over 1400 meters in that race behind Seeking the Stars, where he was up there, and then, he just ran out of steam. But that was in a higher division like he's running now. And again, last time, also a higher division behind Words of Your Oyster. Now down in the division, and maybe also a distance that would suit him. So Spiritual Wind, obviously a chance in this field. And then here's the favorite, Bernie, Aussie Notes. Definitely has done nothing wrong. I think Fighter has once ran second again after this Irish morning. Has been running against some decent opposition, so probably the one to beat in this race, Bernie. Then we go to the 6th race. It's a fillies and mares divided handicap over 2,000 meters, where the betting is as follows. Regina Isabella 3-1, Helen's Blush 7-2, Halloween 4-1, Fine Boss 9-2, Queen 9-2, Divas Express 14-1, Grey Princess 18-1, and 20-1 Luna's Tunes. I would think on this card, maybe the most open race, excluding the juveniles. And here I'm going for number 4, Halloween. I just like the breeding of this horse, Sylvana Pumpkin Reach, out of Pumpkin Reach by Tiger Reach. And I think this horse will actually even appreciate the extra 200 meters. Callum Murray now riding for his new boss, and he'll sure try his best to impress the boss. This horse ran behind Helen's Bush, but has got a turnaround in weight, which will bring him much closer to Helen's Bush. So I think number 4, Halloween, definitely in with a chance. Yes, number 5, Divas Express. The 5 rings, 3 lengths behind last time, behind Fine Boss. Week finished, but maybe over the 2,000 meters, this trippy out of a Fanatic Dane me, but on the breeding, should probably not be doing 2,000. But you get these horses that are freaks and kicking the mile, riding on top of his game. So maybe a nice inclusion to put into your quartets and trifecta selections. Then my other selections is number 2 and 3, which is Helen's Blush. Obviously has got a huge chance. Let's run in the future the last time, and yeah, it was just not good enough to do that. But before that, has won 2 in a row, and also gained the 2,000 meters for the second time now. Last time when it was still a maiden, he didn't future, but must have a chance. And then number 3 is the favorite, Regina Isabella. Justin Snape and Richard Fourie always needs to be respected. Horse was also going 2,000 for the first time and would probably suit him. So also do include, but definitely an open race. A few horses with chances. Fine Boss won 3 races ago, but hasn't won over 2,000 meters yet. So we'll have to see if the distance suit him or her. By matter of fact. And then another horse that I do fancy a little bit is number 6, Kuni. It's an Ideal World by Western Wind and May, and would certainly appreciate it 2,000 meters. Hasn't run over the 2,000, but keeps on running on well at the end. And I think Kuni today over the 2,000 meters might be a nice bet as well. So let's move on to the race 7, which is an all-to-come merited 77 handicap over 1,800 meters. Class D average bid is 72. And here the betting is as follows: one-way traffic 15-10, Kariba Hall 50-10, Gaelic Tribe 7-2, Secret Glider 17-2, maximum is 10-1, 11-1 top rank, 16-1 Abel's prize. This race, Jeff Woodruff has got 3 runners, and I'm going for the number 7 horse Secret Glider. Secret Glider is only carrying 52. Greg Shane is definitely going to make them run. And you're looking at a elusive Ford out of a spaceship mare with the 1800 meters will definitely suit. Hasn't run over 1800 meters, and I think the longest distances will definitely suit this horse. And at 52.5, I think can be a huge contender in this field. Then for outsider selection, I went for another Woodruff stable maximums. Also, horse has been there and thereabout. Has run over 1800 meters in Durbanville, but that was after a race and might have needed a run. And I'm thinking of Aussie notes today on board from Drop Free. Over 1800 meters, this horse might be a factor. Did run unwell the second last race over the 1600 meters, 22.3. And last time out over the 1400 meters battle to quicken. And that shows me that this horse might want to run over longer distances. Then we can also have a look at number 1, which is Gaelic Tribe. Today, Gaelic Tribe, when I did gave that horse, I really liked the horse. Last time out, also over the 1400 meters, was running unwell. And again, Callum Murray for his new boss, definitely Gaelic Tribe, a horse that you need to include in all of your play. Here we have number 3, One Way Traffic, the favorite. Did win his maiden last time out. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't a very strong field. So, but before that, ran second against Attorney General, and there's already 2 winners out of that. Also, Kariba Hall, I think, with Grant van Niekerk on board, certainly a horse not to be left out. Has been placed in all of his runs after his maiden, and surely number 2, Kariba Hall, definitely also a horse that can involve in the finish here. Then we get to the Raz race, which is Phillips mare's 90 divided handicap over 1600 meters. Let's have a look here at the betting. Betting as follows: number 3, So Flawless, 3-1, Lilac Sensation, 33-1. Eden's Ambulance, 9-2, Miss Smarty Pants, 11-2, Secret Dips, 13-2, Do Angels Cry, 9-1, Oh Solomia, 15-1, 16-1, Really, and Perfect Storm, 22-1. Now, here in race 8, my first selection is the number 6 horse, which is Lilac Sensation. Lilac Sensation was looking to follow up behind Miss Millstream last time out, but it's got interfered with at a very was badly interfered with at the 300 meters. And duly, I think, but for that would have won the race. So now running over the 1600 meters, I think would even suit Lilac Sensation definitely better. And I think number 6, Lilac Sensation, it will be hard not to crack in this last race. Then we have a look at number 2 for outside the Secret Dips. Also a horse that always tries her best. Has run 14 times over course and distance, but haven't managed to win here, but always there in the placing. So certainly a horse that you want to include into your placings. Has got a little bit of a small turnaround with number 1 based on the run behind Marina Evans and Brace, but I'm not sure if she can, that is enough to turn it around of Evans and Brace. Evans and Brace also a horse that has a chance in this field, as is number 3, So Flawless, Grant van Niekerk on board, and also definitely a horse that you need to include in all of your plays, So Flawless. Then another outsider, I just want to include number 5, Really. This horse ran a few nice races behind Perfect Air in earlier last year, and then is battling to get back to form. That went to KwaZulu-Natal, but didn't really do anything. But now last time out, ran behind Brain in Your Market. Brain in Your Market nearly won the other day again. But maybe a horse for the back end of your quartet and trifecta selections. So that brings us to the end of our preview, and I hope that I could point you in the right direction for a few winners. And as I always say, break a leg.